Greetings. This is just a gist for core mathematics students, or let me say people who want to write core mathematics, NOVDEC, be it WASSCE. It's just a short tip or short trick. And this is one of the means of the channel, one of the reasons why the channel was created, to help people academically, particularly with mathematics, economics, and finance, because we see that mathematics is also connected to economics and finance. But we will be tackling SHS mathematics, and we also look at mathematics in economics in the tertiary level, the university level, mathematics in finance in the university level. But this one is just a short one, a quick one for the SHS students. We see that most people are not able to pass the WASSCE once, so they tend to write remedials. Some of them can write like 4 times remedials and still be failing. And some have the concept that for remedials, if you register only one course, they will keep on failing you. Then you at the end of the day, you just give up. So it's better to register more than one course so that you can pass. But anyway, you can register like 5 courses. If you are not still able to really master or gain mastery in the mathematical concept, you will still fail, and you keep on writing the mathematics. So this is just to help you. There are a lot of topics in the mathematics SHS level, but although all of them are very necessary, the exam is structured in a way that they concentrate on like the demanding ones. And so some of the topics that are in the SHS core mathematics, you see sets and operations, you see binary operations, you see sets, you see factorization, you see plane geometry. Let me read from my phone. You see linear equations and inequalities, you see change of subjects, you see relations and mappings, and you also see simultaneous equation, coordinate geometry, you see ratio, proportion, and then rates, you see modulo arithmetic, you see indices, logarithm, you see sets, you see percentages, variation, vectors. I think you also have bearings, rigid motion, you have quadratic equation and functions, you have plane geometry 2, you have mensuration, trigonometry, probability, statistics, interpretation of quadratic graphs. Sorry, you have construction, enlargement and similarity, logical reasoning, and you have matrices, and you also have linear inequalities in 2 variables, and you have integration. Now they bring differentiation and integration in core mathematics. But among these mentioned topics, some are basic topics that are even required for other topics, because you have to understand algebra, you have to understand linear inequalities, because they are all employed, or let me say applied in logarithm indices. They make use of the equations and other things. There are cases that indices will make use of simultaneous equation, whereby you may be asked to find x and y. So if you're able to gain mastery, you have proper understanding of some of the basic topics which are even treated in the SHS under JHS level, junior high school level, you'll be able to gain mastery in most of the SHS level topics. But mostly for the NOVDEC and the WASSCE questions, they tend to target more on let's say the core math has, it has 5 compulsory questions, and you have 7 optional questions whereby you answer 5. So at the end of the day, you end up answering 10 major questions. And under the 5 compulsory questions, circle theorem is one of the things that really come. You have polygons, you have simplification, you have simultaneous equation, change of subjects, all these things, mensuration. Yeah, they capture it under the compulsory aspect. And the optional ones whereby you answer 5, you have construction. It's not always that construction comes, but when it comes, a bonus. And we have quadratic graph, interpretation of quadratic graph. We have business mathematics, whereby you find interest rate, principal, and those things. And we have statistics, which also comes. We have trigonometry, which also comes mostly at the options. So if you're able to gain mastery in some of the major topics, and let's say even matrices, you're able to gain some of the understanding in some of the major topics, you'll be able to pass it with ease. And you don't need to solve all the questions before you can get or make an A in the core mathematics, because the section A, or the objectives, is made up of 50 questions, and the section B is marked over 100%, where they strike it to 50%. So if you are able to do very well in the section A, or the objectives, which is over 50, you'll be able, and you try your best to get like around 80% or 75 over 100 in the section B, you'll be able to make an A. Why am I saying this? What the marks that you get in the section A is, let's say it's something that is there, it's fixed. Now you have to go and defend yourself, go and just get more marks in the section B. And with the section A, the calculator is very great to helping you score higher marks in the section A, because it can help you solve, if not half of the 50 questions, it can help you to solve more than 10 of the questions, or the 50 questions. The rest may be other simplification, other mathematical concept that you may have to master in. And this channel will help you get mastery over those kind of concepts to help you score at least 35 over 50. So assuming you score like 35 over 50 in the section A, it is written down for you. Now what you need about 45 over 50 in the section B. You need 45 or 50 in the section B to get an A, which is like scoring 90 over 100 in the section B. So it means that the higher you get in the section A, you can try and relax with the section B. If someone is able to get 40 over 50 in section A, it means the person needs only 40 over 50, which is like 80 over 100 in the section B. If you're able to get like 45 in the section A, it means you need like 35 over 50 in the section B, which is like 70 over 100. And 70 over 100 is not that difficult to get. Yes, it's not that difficult to get in the section B. It's just all about tricks. The section B is, you have the compulsory aspect, which is over 40, and the optional questions that you choose 5. So optional questions, which is over 60. So 12 marks for 5 questions. 12 marks for 5 questions. So this is 12 marks for answering 5 questions rightly. And this one is like, you may have 5 questions summing up to 40. So if, or let's say, assuming I'm able to get 30 over 40 in the compulsory aspect, and I'm able to get like 40 over 60 in the optional aspect, when I add, I'm going to get like 70 over 100. And there are tricks to getting 70 over 100 in the section B. It's very easy. So means for me to get like 40 over 60, if I'm able to answer 3 questions, the optional questions, solve them correctly. So 12 times 3 gives me 36. And if I'm able to solve like other 2 optional questions, if I'm able to at least just do something small to get like 4, I mean, if I'm targeting like 50, it means that I will need to score 4 questions correctly, and that will give me like, I think 48, and I'll be left with only 1 question. That 1 question, if I try something, I may be able to get some 2 marks there, and I can get 50 over 60 there. And if I have like 30 from the compulsory aspect, I'll be scoring 80 over 100, which will be 40 over 50. So if I have 40 right in the section B, and I have 40 right in the section A, I have my A. So it's very simple. But this, being able to score the, let's say, 4 questions rightly in the section B, also the calculator is very, very important. And we'll be taking you through the calculator tricks. So we may be taking you through the matrix calculator tricks, we'll take you through the statistics calculator tricks, we'll take you through quadratic. Many people think that they know the tricks, but there are more tricks in the calculator. And this channel will lead you to other tricks that you've not been taught in statistics, matrices, in quadratics, and other tricks that you may need to be able to get or be able to solve all the questions rightly and get the answers correctly, even with speed. And so if you've not yet subscribed, you can subscribe to the channel and then like be following us and when we drop any topic or any calculator trick. So thank you very much, and we wish you a happy stay. If perhaps we teach on any topic and you don't really understand, you can also email me. You can email me or send a comment at the comment section. Yes, and then we'll address your issue. When I have to give my personal number, then we WhatsApp and explain things to you. That will also be done. So thank you very much, and don't forget to share when you find any of the information very, very important. So thank you.